listeners, and welcome back to the Review for Few podcast. It's your girl Avi. It's been a minute. I told you guys it would be a minute. However, I actually, keep it a buck 50 with you guys, did not know how long this minute was gonna actually be, to be completely honest. My eye surgery was successful. I do not have 20/20 vision currently right now as we speak. But I definitely see way better than before, and my vision is improving because I have good days and bad days. But overall, the surgery was not bad. Your girl was caught up in her head for no reason, and I didn't realize I was caught up in my head till maybe day 3, 4, because they said day 2 and day 3 would be the worst. And I didn't have a bad day. I had a bad moment, and it was like burning. I was just so ugh. And my mom was here. Thank God for her. God bless her. I love her. And she was here for everything like that. I could not imagine another person being there. So that was nice. And yeah, I had a really bad moment. That was about it. The night of day 2, going into day 3. But overall, it wasn't that bad. The contact though was very much so bothering. I got PRK, not LASIK. And the contact, you could Google PRK eye surgery, but the contact that they put in, it was very much not it at all. I was so uh-uh, uh-uh. But once it came out, I was like, oh, relief. But your eyes do get super dry. I was thinking oh, I don't need to use my lubricant tears all the time, but my eyes did get super dry. Especially once I went back to work, and I didn't go back to work until last week Wednesday, guys. And even that was a challenge in itself, driving. I'm slowly starting to rebuild my confidence. However, thinking of others, but more so thinking of myself, I'd rather not be on the road. The first 2 times I was on the road after surgery were not the best. I definitely the first one, I almost just wrecked my car. Maybe I wouldn't have wrecked it, but there would have been some bumps, scratches, all of the above to the front of my car. And then the second one, I would have definitely got hit because I did look in one direction, and then I looked another direction, and then I looked another direction again, and I should have double verified, triple, quadruple, whatever the time is, verify. But that was a lot. It was really scary. I don't think people understand how this surgery could mess with you in a way. Like I said, I was overthinking this surgery, and honestly, it wasn't that bad. However, in the moment, you could hear other people getting this surgery done. It's a laser. You're just hearing this loud noise, not as loud as you think. And I was just like, bro, I don't know. And then one of the guys was he's like, it wasn't actually bad. And I was like, oh, okay, that gives me some type of confidence, because I would like to imagine that I have a good, sensible pain tolerance when it comes to things like that. So it wasn't too bad, but it's definitely been a moment, guys. I'll hit 1 month since I had my surgery this upcoming Friday on the 25th. So that is a lot. I won't see my doctor again until next month for my 2-month visit, and hopefully by then I have just perfect vision. But this eye thingamajigger, for the first 2 to 3 months, my vision will fluctuate and whatnot. And then when I hit that 6-month mark, my vision should be more okay, all right, I see you. And then I don't remember if there's another appointment between then, but then you have your 1 year where, you see everything healed correctly, everything's nice. Whatever they took off my eyeball, it takes a year. 1 flapping year to heal. So yeah, it's definitely a journey. It's definitely a process. And it was a lot. I feel like people don't talk about it unless people actually have glasses and you ask them. Because if you don't ask them, why are they going to tell you the story? You know what I mean? But it was definitely a lot to process. My surgery was scheduled back in July. I started this process in January of this year. My surgery was scheduled in July, and I had the surgery at the end of September. It was a lot. And the closer it got, the more I thought about it. One, people reminded me, and two, it was just heavily on my mind. Especially, I watched Final Destination and just Saw and any and all scary movies. And I don't like scary movies, but things that, eyes and spikes and lasers, just like, this is your eyeball, and I was definitely really thinking, like, yeah, I don't want this surgery. Like, I literally had a moment, like a week before where I was like, I don't think I want this surgery. I don't think I want to do the surgery. I don't think I want to do this. 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 But, like, I did contacts for my high school years, and I just knew I couldn't go back to contact. And so I'm just like, I don't know. But I definitely think I lost some of my confidence when I got the surgery. I don't think, I know so. I lost confidence in my driving abilities. That was one. And then I know what I look like without glasses. I did contacts for 4 years. I know what my face looks like without glasses, but knowing that I don't have to wear glasses, you don't realize, especially when you've been wearing glasses for a relatively long time, you don't realize how much glasses are your personality. Um, the upside to this is because of my job, I will still be wearing glasses, just not all the time. I'm gonna get blue light glasses for like the computer, which would definitely help me at work and when I'm doing schoolwork. Which, by the way, I still had to do schoolwork when I had my surgery, and I just had my mom like reading whatever text I needed, and I was like typing whatever I thought the answer was to the question or whatever the teacher requests. So that was fun. And I just really want to thank my mom. Like, I don't think well, let me say this. I know I'm dragging this out, but like, I know some people out there don't have the best relationship with their mom. Their mom is no longer with them. They adore their mom. Their mom's their best friends. All these different plethora of relationships, and I know mother-daughter relationships are just quite something in itself. But I was really, really thankful for my mom, and I did miss her. However, I did feel like she was like a little clingy. She was like, "Oh, I missed her time," and it's like, don't get me wrong, I missed having my mom there. I stayed with a friend after my mom left because I didn't want to be by myself necessarily. Didn't want to be myself because like I couldn't see, couldn't really do anything. Like, my mom had been doing everything for me, so for her to leave and have to go back to Florida, a part of me was sad. And then a part of me just also didn't want to be alone. And yeah, I have Delilah, but like I feel like I really needed the company of somebody who I love and care for. Not as much as my mom, because my mom's love can never be duplicated, but just somebody who I saw in the capacity that I could see her like as family, basically. Like, I just need somebody like that. So I stayed with my friend for like 5 extra more days, and she was kind enough to take me to my surgery. So, thank her, because she could have always said like, "Girl, I'm gonna take you to this appointment. You gonna go home." Like, you was, and she was sick too. So I feel like I didn't give her prop for that because she was sick also, and she's over here being nice, driving her half blind friend around while she's sick, and the weather wasn't the best during that time because I think the hurricane had just happened. Hurricane Milton, I think, had just happened. Or no, it was before Hurricane Milton. So the weather was just bad. So yeah, I'm very thankful to my mom and my friend Paula for just, showing kindness when in the moment I didn't realize how kind they were being, and how it is so easy. Like, seriously, guys, it is so easy to say, no, thank you. And they're kind of like, well, obviously one's my mother, but still, like I said, mother-daughter's relationships, people could tell you stories about mothers and daughter relationships. I'm very thankful that I have a really, really good relationship with my mother. I love my mother. I love the crap out of my mother. Okay? Don't ever get it twisted. I don't play about my Linda. Okay? Her name is not Linda, by the way. But yeah, very, very, very thankful for that. I think anybody who wants to have eye surgery, reading the paperwork they give you is one thing, but then as the date gets closer, you watch the videos and you see a video like beforehand, but like when the doctor comes in, they like going to depth, like, okay, so like, yeah, we are gonna cut this off, we're gonna saw that off, like, depending on whatever surgery you have. I'm probably making it sound worse than what it is, but yeah, and definitely out of the people who got the same surgery as me, you're okay. I feel like I had the least amount of pain because everybody was like, 3 days suck, the 2 days suck. And I was like, I had a bad like 2 hours, and I took that Benadryl they prescribed us and went to bed. My mom popped in my eye drop, and I went to bed, and I woke up and I felt better. My eyes were still stinging, but it wasn't as bad as it was beforehand. And I've heard this before. They're like, maybe you just have a high pain tolerance, and I'm like, no, I don't. I don't believe I have a high pain tolerance. I get it. I think I giggled during a tattoo. I was half asleep. I can't remember, but I do not have a good pain tolerance. But thank you to the people out there who think I have a good pain tolerance. I just think I'm good at basking it in, and I will never be ashamed of that. So there's that. Um, October is over come next week. It went by so freaking fast. And can I just say, thank God. I'm so ready. This upcoming weekend, I'm putting up my Christmas decorations. Supposed to do it last weekend. I didn't, but I'm doing it this weekend. I'm so excited for the holidays, so excited for November and December in general. I said it before and I'll say it again that November is not my favorite month, but I do not have a bad thing to say about November because a lot of my favorite people's birthdays, they were born in November. And Thanksgiving, I love to eat. But birthdays, and the number one person that comes to my head is my grandmother. And I don't think I realized it until one day last week. And I was like, holy crap. It's about to be a year since my grandmother passed away. And I miss her every single day. Not a moment goes by that I don't think about her. So I was like, oh my God. So this Sunday makes 1 year. And I just know on Sunday, like I for a fact know I'm going to be like reminiscing in my own head and crying and bawling my eyes at the same time. And then I think I want to do something for her birthday. Her birthday is November 11th. 11/11. She's iconic. I think I want to do something for her birthday because I won't be home in Florida if my family chooses to do something, but I really want to do something. She would have been 77 years old. I don't know if that's true. I haven't fact checked it. I honestly don't know how old my grandmother is unless somebody tells me, but I think she'd been 70. And it just reminded me when my family did her 60th birthday. And that was so fun because I love dressing up, guys. I really, really, and truly do love dressing up. So that was fun. So she would have been 70. I feel like I might get a cake and just wish her happy birthday. I don't know. Get some balloons. I don't know. Maybe I need to go on like Pinterest, TikTok, Google, and like, come up with some ideas of what I want to do for her birthday because I definitely want to do something. I definitely want to do something this weekend to just honor her memory. One. And then I want to do something November 11th because that is her birthday. And I always get Snapchat memories and just the phone gallery memories of her birthday. So yeah, I think I have a good solid like 5 people's birthdays. She's still like a good 5 solid people's birthdays in November. I got like 4 friends. There's a cousin somewhere in there, maybe 2. Maybe 2. I'm gonna say 2 cousins. Like so like 4 friends, 2 cousins, and my grandmother. 7 people right there. So I mean, we'll see what happens and all that stuff. I definitely feel like nobody should be alone for the holiday. And I do my damnedest to not be alone for the holiday. However, I'm not gonna like come over. I'm not gonna like budge myself in that type of way when it comes to like holiday events like Thanksgiving and Christmas because I do cherish it so much. I cherish all holiday events, but Thanksgiving and Christmas are like top tier because the theatrics that me and my family could put on are like we're good like that. So that's really excited. But besides everything that's happened so far in October, the best thing was Agatha. And I don't remember what I said last about Agatha All Along, but these episodes, guys, are literally killing me. And episode 7, not gonna spoil it because it literally just dropped, but that was the best episode so far. That was the best episode so far. And I just love the minds behind this and how it just all flows together. Like you're slowly starting to fill in the gaps. Everything starts to make sense. Like I am loving it. I think next week after watching, I don't know about next week. It's supposed to drop on the 31st. I don't know. Right? It's supposed to drop 31st or 30th. I don't know. Oh, Wednesdays. I don't know. We'll see if I have enough time, guys. But I'm definitely gonna rate the episodes. And episode 7 is definitely top tier. gotta see what episodes 8 and 9 have to offer, but this episode definitely took a lot out of me. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. The cast is just phenomenal. Like everything about it is just like chef kisses all around. But when you think about it, WandaVision was a Marvel masterpiece in itself. And I know people talk about Multiverse of Madness ruined it, but I feel like it makes so much sense because, like, in episode 6, they found out that Lilia, my bad, I don't know why I said Lila, my dog. Lilia was the one that put the sigil on Teen, and it's like, if Lilia didn't, they're like, if Lilia didn't do it, Wanda would have been able to find her kids, and it's like, I mean, that's just one kid though. Where the other one at? You know what I mean? Like, how do we know it wasn't like Tommy streaming and not necessarily Billy? Because Billy was okay immediately after the hex ended. You know what I mean? Like, obviously some time had passed, like maybe a day or two, when she was like doing what she was doing at the end of WandaVision, and then what led to the Multiverse of Madness. So who knows? Who truly knows? And everybody keeps talking about Mesito. I don't think I'm saying it right. Everybody thinks Thanos is gonna make a return back because Lady Death, Real Vidal, is in Agatha, and they play a huge part in each other's lives. And that was the whole reason he wanted to do the blip, was to please her. So I'm like really, really intrigued to see that. And to see what happens. Like I am down for the count, guys. Like I am ready for it all. That was the only exciting thing about October. I'm not really an October girly. Not an October girly. Not at all. I'll be watching The Grinch, Elf, all of that, Christmas Story, like all that. This year, I'm not. You know what I mean? People should be lucky. I was supposed to put my decorations up last weekend, but I didn't. But I am gonna put them up this weekend, without a doubt. The tree is gonna be up. The house won't be fully decorated, but the tree, my tree, me and Delilah, will be up, and it's gonna be spectacular. So much is yet to come, and I have so many changes I want to make to the podcast. You guys don't even know, but until then, let me leave you with some words of wisdom, guys. Let me. You should never feel sorry for how you feel. You know what I mean? There is always a way to explain it. There is always a better way. But sweetheart, do it your way. And I say that because sometimes, not sometimes. Well, yeah, no, sometimes I'm just trapped in my feelings and like, I don't want to talk to anybody. And I'm not changing that about myself. Or that I'm not changing about myself. I'm not talking about my feelings to anybody unless you are a licensed therapist, okay? Or God himself. But if you don't feel like talking to somebody, by no means are you obligated to put that out there that you don't want to talk to somebody. And whoever that person is, if they really matter to you and you matter to them, they will try. I didn't say they will fully understand it. They would try to understand it. And if they can't, they can't. And you can't necessarily beat them up for that or attack them or come at them. But you definitely have to be like, you know what? I want to understand why you feel the way you feel, but I can't. And that's completely fine. But I feel like you should never make somebody feel like their feelings are stupid or don't matter, no matter their age. Because you never know what that person's been through, especially if you have not been with them through their journey, through their life journey, through just any of it. Just because you know somebody for a month or two doesn't mean you really know what's going on. You can have a deep level connection. That doesn't mean you fully know what that person is going through. And I think it's important for both parties to recognize, how they can rectify something and how they could go about it in a better, more understanding way. It's nobody's job to validate your feelings. Nobody should be out there like, well, you should understand my feelings, because nobody should have to validate your feelings. And if you're wanting or begging or seeking that validation, please stop, because I promise you, you won't find it. You'll find hurt along the way, and nobody wants to be hurt. So don't do that to yourself. And to that person who can't understand, just try. Don't pretend. Just try, because you genuinely don't know what that person's been through to have a mindset like that, to think like that. Not everybody can just come up with something at the speed of light. Like, it's not like that for everybody. So those are a couple of sentences of wisdom from me to whoever chooses to listen to that, because I definitely think it matters, and you should never feel like, well, shit, let me not say that, or let me not do that because I'll hurt this person's feelings. You know, you got to look out for yourself, and looking out for yourself does not make you selfish. Not sharing your feelings doesn't make you somebody who doesn't care or can't seek that compassion in others. You can have really good friends and just can't share with them, and they should understand that. But if they can't, then what are they? Anyways, I'm done rambling. As always, make sure you guys like and subscribe down below. Leave a comment or two. Say hi, and I'll say hey. I'll say hey, 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 hey. But happy listening, y'all. And I missed you guys.